So our next speaker is Mr. Avinash Kumar, Vice President Sales, Smart Energy Water.
So in interest of time, I will skip some slides which talk about who we are. I will straight come to what we want to do. I'll skip all these slides because you would have seen or heard enough about the trends. What I'm going to talk about primarily is on the IT part, once you have the data availability, whether it's through the smart meters or it's through the regular meters. We also heard about a lot of challenges on the operational sides as a new CGD that you would be facing, because whether you have IT systems or not, from day one you have to bill your customers, and from day one you have to collect the money. So when it comes to the operational efficiency related work, you have to start from day one while your IT systems may be getting in place. Now if you are in that phase of transition and you want to manage your customer expectations and help him do his job, get that information about his consumption pattern, his bills. I will give you some very brief perspective because we don't have time. You can connect with me on the LinkedIn, or if you have come to our booth, I think I have connected with a lot of you. You are free to reach out to us. I will have my email ID on the last slide. We can go in detailed discussion because this is going to be a real rush through the session. Because for reasons all of us know where we are sitting. All right, so if you are having issues related to reaching out and meeting the expectation of your customers, if you are having issues that your field force goes and collects your new connection data and comes to the head office in 10 days while the customer is shouting at the top of his lungs, asking you to send your bill, then talk to us. We will tell you how we can help you with that process. If your customer is not able to figure out why his bills come once in 6 months while he calls you every day, you can talk to us. We can help you understand that. If your customer wants to understand how he can reach out to you effectively and how he can pay his bills easily and effectively, you can contact us. We'll help you with understanding the processes. Technology-wise, we will connect to your backend systems, whatever you have. Okay? Even if you have your data in Excel sheet right now, while you bring your IT systems on board, we can help you connect with your customers and you can deliver your services to the customer. Because from our perspective, that is what your customers are expecting from you. Okay, I'll just rush through this. This is what your customers want from you. Okay, they want a very good experience. They want you to know everything about their problem, their expectation and their requirement. And they want the engagement with them to be in a very, very simple way, in a way which is easy for the customers to understand. And that can be a big challenge for you. And why can that be a challenge for you? Because your back-end processes are very complex. Because you're running a very complex business. It's not that you're running a simple business. Your back-end processes are complex. But does customer really care about it? I really don't know. And I don't think so. What he wants is a very simple and easy experience. This is what your customers is interested all about. Okay? And he doesn't really care about your problems. Right? We all know the customer is a king, and sometimes he can be really troubling you because you're not able to give him the required information and the experience as per his expectation. And we all understand the rate at which CGD growth is happening. Many of you will be struggling with some of these issues while you settle down with your IT systems, right? So we can help you manage the customer expectations in the meantime, right? Now, what are the issues? We are growing at a rapid pace. We heard in the previous discussion and the sessions as well, the number of connections are growing. I remember I was sitting in the previous session which was happening where there was a talk about gas leakage, meter tampering, right? Now, there are physical interventions which are required. Now, there are technology interventions which are available today. The good news is with standard meter data, we can detect pattern of interventions, intrusion and theft. So if you want to understand how we can help you reduce your revenue leakage, which is non-technical losses, you can connect with us. So we can go into more detailed discussion on how do we use technology of adaptive predictions, machine learning, how do we strengthen the algorithm. If you all came down at Tata Power and we are exhibiting in next to Tata Power, just to let you know, we are in the final phase of completing the pilot with Tata Power for a very large number of consumer base. We are doing the final refinement run of prediction. and we'll be shortly announcing the results of what kind of losses we are targeting to reduce by using these kind of predictive technology, right? So the point what I'm trying to bring is there are technologies which you can start using right now, as and when you grow and mature your backend systems. Okay. Now, if you look at how these technologies can help you, as I mentioned, we can look at technology being used today and in what area. We can talk about how we can provide a seamless experience to your consumer, which I talked about the complexity of backend systems. We can look at ways by which your consumer has freedom of self-service to be able to understand his billing pattern, his ability to make payments everywhere, for him to understand if there is going to be a disruption, if there's going to be a gas pressure drop, he should be able to understand well before he calls your call center and understands, right? So these are what customers expect. And eventually, once you have your consumers on board, you should be able to use data analytics technologies to be able to provide him meaningful insights by which he can understand what to expect, and he's not shocked by getting his bills, which are extremely high. But he is prepared, he knows. And if there are meters which are AMI meters in nature, and especially for your CNI customers, we can do bill prediction at daily basis, weekly basis, 15-day basis. Whatever you require today, those things can be done. Okay. So we talked about it. I'll skip all this. So how do we do all this? We talked about whatever I spoke about. We have 3 engagement platform by which we reach out to the customers. So Smart Customer Mobile is our platform. It's a multi-channel mobile-based technology by which we are able to connect to our consumers in a 2-way communication methodology. It lists what all we do. I'll not go into that. I'm sure these slides will be available as distribution later on from the organizers. So this is what we have for digital engagement with our customers. Same thing we do with the field force. So today, if you want to send your meter readers with an application so that he can go quickly read the data, do a geotagging, we can immediately do this. In 10 days, we can make this app up and running for you to be deployed to your field force, who can start collecting the data. And you don't have to wait for data to come from your local office to your regional office to your central office. And it takes 15 days. And by the time your customer is really unhappy. So we can make this enable in just 1 day, because everything is digital, right? So this is for the field force efficiency. And then we top up everything by using a big data analytics engine on top, which can help behavioral and prediction and campaign management, right? This is my email address. I know I really ran fast because all of us know for sure that we are really running out of time in the session. If you have any question, as I said, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn. I will be able to, I will accept. We can start communication from there, or my email ID avinash.kumar@smartenergywater.in. So you can reach out to me and we'll be more than happy to have a more detailed discussion. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Avinash. I know this company is very good for customizing the application and software for any CGD. So if you have any query or any person wants to have any billing system or updating the digitization, they may contact this company.